Hey folks, this is Russ Irwin from International Coaching. I want to take a few moments just to thank you for visiting our coaching website. You know, time's a very precious commodity within our society, and I'm privileged to spend these next few moments with you. Maybe you're visiting our site today out of curiosity. Maybe you've heard about this life coach, the psychologist who's been working with athletes and business individuals. Maybe you've read my book. Or maybe you're like hundreds of others that I've had the opportunity to work with over the last several years, who are simply looking to take their lives, their business, or their relationships to the next level. They're looking to obtain maximum impact, maximum results, and release the potential that they have locked within inside them. Here at International Coaching, we're passionate about helping individuals to break through the constraints, the limitations that are keeping them back. Or maybe the limitations are limitations that you've created over yourself. Or maybe the limitations or the constraints are constraints from your history. The history of your past mistakes or past failures are keeping you back from moving on into your destiny and your future. Or maybe the limitations that are over you, the ceilings that have been erected that are holding you back, are ones that others have placed on you. Well, here we want to help you to break through those constraints, help you to learn to identify them, isolate them, so that you can move beyond them and that you can begin to release your potential and be all that you were created to be. Let me ask you a question. Wouldn't you love to enjoy a life, a relationship? Wouldn't you love it if your business made the shift from passivity to passion, from the mundane to the extraordinary? Well, here at International Coaching, we're committed to helping you with simple yet powerful strategies to begin to close the gaps from where you are to where you want to be, from where you are to where you were meant to be, so that you can begin to live the life you desire, the life that God created you to live. You know, I've had an opportunity as a psychologist and as a coach, as a pastor, as a businessman, to work with hundreds of people over the last number of years. And one of the things I've discovered about life is this. Life, very simply, life's about progress. Life's about enlargement. But progress involves process. And you know, for many people, process and change can seem so daunting that oftentimes people quit before they reach that point of breakthrough. Well, here at International Coaching, we've worked with businessmen, CEOs, athletes, students, housewives, ministers, helping individuals to turn their setbacks into setups, their mistakes into miracles, and their tragedies into triumphs. It's about helping you to move to the next level in your life, making the shift with what Jim Collins refers to as from good to great, a life of excellence. Well, to help you awaken you, to align you with your purpose, to release your potential of everything that God's deposited in you. You know, I've discovered that everybody is looking for a sense of fulfillment and meaning and purpose. And I was greatly impacted a number of years ago. Well, it was a long time ago when I was doing my undergrad degree in psychology. I came across a book that had a tremendous effect on me. A book I want to encourage all of you to read. It was a book by Viktor Frankl. And the book was entitled Man's Search for Meaning. And a wonderful sequel to that book, The Will to Meaning. That book so impacted me as Viktor Frankl was a Jewish psychiatrist that was captured by the Nazis in World War II, and he was placed within Auschwitz, a prison camp. And one of the things that he discovered, that there were so many people that, you know, it didn't matter how horrific the situations were that they faced, they seemed to thrive and they seemed to survive. And he came to the conclusion that those that were able to survive the most horrific of circumstances were people that had a sense of meaning and purpose to their lives. A lot of people are looking for what we call authentic happiness. There is, particularly in midlife, there seems to be this yearning for reality, this yearning for happiness, this yearning for a sense of meaning and purpose. You know, why am I doing what I'm doing? What does this business mean anyway? What is it about my relationship? Why have I lost that spark, that passion to the sense of who I am and who I'm married to? Let me ask you, if the yearning is so intense and so loud, why don't people change? Well, let me give you a couple of reasons. The first one is the one you can all guess. Well, the reason why so many of us never move from this place of commitment to being convinced we need to change is because when we're committed, you know, I think one particular author says we're at a place where we believe we should change. Well, can I tell you, if you're committed and you believe you should change, you probably won't. But what you need to do is you need to move your shoulds to musts. When you believe you should change, you probably won't. But when you know you must change, then you move from being committed to being convinced. And a lot of people are scared. And what they fear more than anything is what I've discovered in working with hundreds of people is this underlying fear of failure, fear of rejection. And what it does is it prevents people from truly breaking through. You know, everybody that is passionate about success, passionate about change, passionate about releasing and realizing their dreams, they've had to face the possibility of failure and rejection in their life. In fact, you know, if you've never had to deal with these, you're not living life the way it was meant to be lived. So fear. Well, the second thing is this, and I alluded to it a few minutes ago. People don't make the shift from being committed to being convinced. And the third thing is this. For a lot of people, it's not that they don't want to change, is that they don't know how to change. And what they're missing is the tools. And here at International Coaching, we're committed to not just providing inspiration, motivation. It's not really about that. It's about developing simple, powerful, profound strategies that will help you to break through. We want to place within your hands tools that you can hold on to so that when you reach your breakthrough, you can maintain and sustain the life that you've been desiring. I want to encourage you to visit our coaching icon. There's a couple of things that what we want to help you with. You know, there was a study done. It was an impacting study, affected, it was a global study. It was done a number of years ago. They surveyed 197,000 people. And they looked at successful people over time. There were two particular traits that were found in 93% of all the people that were experiencing impact, results, and were living extraordinary lives, successful people. And we all define and determine success in many different ways. But there were two common traits that were found in all these people. And what we want to do is we want to help you identify those two traits. We want to place within your hand a key that unlocks the door to the life that you've been wanting to live. We want to help you to discover what are the two key traits to success. Well, I want you to visit the coaching icon. That's a free gift that we want to give you. In fact, we want to give you a free complimentary session. You know, there's an opportunity for you to put in an email address and we'll contact you and set up a time where we can have a free coaching session together. The other thing that we want to offer you is, as a psychologist, I've had an opportunity over the years to administer, dozens of psychometric tests. And we have the opportunity to make available to you what I believe to be one of the most powerful, personality-gifted behavioral assessment tests in the world. In fact, the individual that helped design this particular test was up for a Nobel Prize. This is an amazing way. In fact, you know what I love about tests? I love when you administer tests to people and people always say, I'm going to try and fool this test. You can't fool this test. This test will pinpoint who you are and will help you to begin to focus on strengthening your strengths. This is our free gift to you. In fact, do you know that there are many companies will pay up to $15,000? A lot of executives will have us come in and administer to this test to potential candidates for mid-management or senior management jobs to find out, is this individual even going to be a good fit with the company? Well, we want to offer this as a free gift to you. I want to encourage you also to check out our health and wellness icon. You know, there's a tremendous correlation between our nutrition and our health and our moods, our nutrition, our health, and our energy levels. We want to do everything we can, body, mind, soul, and spirit, to help you to be the best you can be and to break through to live the life that you desire. Hey folks, I want to thank you again for taking these couple of minutes to visit our international website on coaching. This is Russ Irwin. I just want to say to you, folks, live strong, live life to the fullest, and live with passion, and most of all, hey, let us help you do it. Thanks again.